Hello students, welcome to Spectra Educational Academy. Students, in today's class, let us continue our discussion with the different forms of speed. The first one is uniform speed. What is uniform speed? If a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, equal intervals of time. How to understand this? Suppose body is moving along straight line. Let us say this is a starting point. It is covering maybe 3 meters after 1 second. After completion of 2 seconds, it may be at 6 meters. After completion of 3 seconds, it may be at 9 meters. So in each second, body is covering a distance of 3 meters. 9 minus 6, 3 meters. 6 minus 3, 3 meters. 3 minus 0, 3 meters. So on. So not only this number, if you want to take, you can take another number also. Suppose after 1 second, it may be at 5 meters. After 2 seconds, it may be at 10 meters. After 3 seconds, it may be at 15 meters. So whatever the number you take, but you try to maintain equal gap. So then body is said to be moving with the uniform speed. Now, what is non-uniform speed? Non-uniform speed. If a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, in equal intervals of time, then you can say body is moving with the non-uniform speed. So just let us don't try to maintain the same gap here. This is the starting point. Somewhere maybe journey is going to be completed. After 1 second, maybe it is at 3 meters. After 2 seconds, it is maybe at 5 meters. So gap here is, in the first case, gap 3 meters. The second case is it is only 2. Maybe after completion of 3 seconds, it is at directly at 10 meters. After completion of 4 seconds, it may be at some 16 meters. So you try to maintain unequal gap. So then body is said to be moving with non-uniform speed. There is another form, that is instantaneous speed. What is instantaneous speed means? The speed of a body at a particular instant of time, is called instantaneous speed. How to express this? So V instantaneous is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta S by delta t. So there is a provision. So this can also be written as ds by dt. So there is a provision that, so here, if delta t tends to 0 is going to be minimum, then delta S and delta t can be replaced with ds and dt. This is instantaneous speed. It is part of average speed. Now let us proceed with the average speed. What is average speed? So average speed is once again the ratio of total distance traveled in total time interval. Then the question is how to differentiate average speed and speed. So there also you got the same kind of definition, total distance by total time taken. So here total distance by total distance by total time. The difference is when you talk about average speed, you can divide the total distance into number of parts, maybe equally, unequally. So it means you try to understand that this S1 is covered in T1 intervals of time. S2 is covered in T2 seconds of time. And Sn is covered in Tn seconds of time. This is the main difference. When you talk about speed, the total distance is covered and total time taken as a single unit. Total distance covered in total time single, that's all. When you talk about average speed, this total distance can be divided into n times equally or unequally, both time as well as distance. Now, let us frame a formula, average speed, when total distance is equally divided and body moving with the corresponding speeds in the particular distances. So therefore, the question is, let us say body is going to cover total distance. Yes, but the total distance is equally divided. And equally divided means S1 is equal to S2 is equal to even Sn is equal to S by n. So it is divided into n parts. Each part is equal to S by n. In each part, body may be moving. Body is moving with corresponding speeds. V1, V2, so on, Vn. So you can ask me, what about time? Time interval will be definitely there, but we are not highlighting here. Now, how to get the formula for V average? So average speed. So just you try to get back the basic formula, S1 plus S2, so on, Sn, whole divided by T1 plus T2, so on, Tn. Now let us write S1 as S by n. Similarly, S2 as S by n. So on. This is nth part. Nth part, Sn is also taken as S by n. Now, let us replace T1 as S1 by V1. Why? Because T1 is the time interval in which body covering S1 distance with the speed V1. Similarly, T2 is the time interval in which body covering distance S2 with the speed V2. So keeping that in mind, you are writing S2 by V2. So on. Sn is Sn by Vn. Now let us write once again. So this is n and n get cancelled. It will be S whole divided by, you took S1 as S by n multiplied by V1 with V1. Similarly, S2 as S by n multiplied with V2. So on. Even Sn also you took S by n. It is multiplied by Vn. So therefore, this is V average. Now, you take S by n common here. S whole divided by S by n common. So what will you get here? 1 by V1, 1 by V2, so on, 1 by Vn. You can cancel this and this. If you simplify further here, you will get V average, particularly 1 by V average as one by V1, particularly n by V average, 1 by V2, so on, 1 by V. This is when if total distance is equally divided. So this is the formula we require. If total distance is divided equally only into two parts, you can get the answer from here itself. It is divided only two parts. So S by 2 and S by 2. If you join them again, you will get S. This is V1, this is V2. So since it is divided equally into two parts, you can replace N with 2 with V average and 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2. So therefore, if you simplify further, you will get V average is equal to 2V1 V2 by V1 plus V2 after you take the LC. So if you are interested, you can substitute some values for V1. Let us say V1 is given 50 kilometer per hour. V2 is given some 60 kilometer per hour. So based on this, you'll get the answer for V average. If you substitute 50 for V1, 60 for V2, you will get the answer accordingly. Students, in tomorrow's class, we'll continue with how to get average speed when total time is divided equally. Thank you very much for watching my video. But don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives. Thank you very much.